What's good, y'all? It's Chronicle Statements back with another video with the Airmax 95. I'm gonna call them Purple Dynasty. A lot of people call them woven. The original name for it is not one. However, if you're not sub, please sub. That gives me the motivation to continue to do videos like this one. And I actually hit these off Nike, and they sent 2-day shipping. It was extremely fast. For whatever reasons, with the Air Max 95s, my shipping is really quick. If you guys have experienced something similar, please let me know. Because also when I ordered these, it was 2-day shipping as well. And I think they're coming from the same place. And these are the mink brown. Man, these are extremely clean. They remind me of the SBs, but they're not the SBs, but they're really clean. Also, with these Air Max 95s, I have plenty to talk about when it comes to the sizing, fitting, and if they came from Vietnam or Indonesia. So if you pay attention to the tags, the sizing, and all that, you'll know what shoe is gonna fit snug and what shoe isn't. So it's kind of tricky, but I think I figured some of it out. But anyway, so right into these shoes, man. As soon as I seen them, I already knew. When I seen them ahead of time, I'm like, yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the colors on it. Some people call them sticky pad AF. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I like this fit. It's gonna pop, especially during the winter when you have on, you have on your tracksuit or you got on your sweatsuits. I'm wearing a lot of sweats since I've been working from home, so I'm wearing a lot of sweats to move and ship shoes and do things like that. And when I say ship shoes, I'm not a reseller, but what I do is I might sell a sneaker in my closet and it will be for under retail. If not retail, if it's brand new, and if I pay for shipping, that person might have to pay for the shipping too as well. So that's why I call myself the sneaker rotator, because I don't just stay with one shoe forever. Once it started to hit that 9-year mark, before 10 years, I usually get rid of it. But these are awesome. These are awesome. Now, these fit, they don't fit big. The sizing on them is correct, but you do have to loosen them up. When people first stick their foot in the side of a sneaker, they think, man, it don't fit. It's too tight. No, you got to break this in. So this woven piece here, I don't know if I'm hitting the mic, but this woven piece, this woven piece here, when you put it on, it feels like a belt right around your foot, the top of your foot. That's what it feels like. It feels like a belt just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of open that up a little bit, because I tried them on, but you got to kind of open them up in order to get that fit. Because whenever you see this here, this part of the shoe, the front part, this part right here, it's suede. You're gonna have more room 9 times out of 10 in the top part in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to start off from the jump, you're gonna have more room here if you have a suede toe. You know what I'm saying? And then if this is suede here, if some of the paneling is suede, and then you get in more suede, it's gonna be a good fit. So 9 times out of 10, you can go to true sizing right there. Got something right there, a little lint or something. Um, yeah, just some lint. You could go true to size when it comes to these right here. When you see the paneling that's like all suede, you'll be safer, you know, if you go true to size. But you can always, if you can find a 13 and a half and you're a size 13, go with the 13 and a half. But I think the 13 and a half and Air Max 95s are rare. So that's just what I believe. That's just my opinion. But some of the shoes can be tricky, because I have the Dracula, and I'm like, why are the Draculas running small? Like, why are they running small? Let me see if I can grab them real quick. There we go. All right, excuse me for that. So here's the Draculas. And now I was like, why is these running small? Because they have the suede box on the toe box. They have the suede on the toe box. Why are these running small? Like, and it's even pronounced too, even more. Like, you know what I'm saying? But why is it running small? Like, why is it, because it has a suede paneling here, suede, 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 suede. You know what I'm saying? It has a suede on it. And why is it running small? And then I realized, I'm like, okay, it has netting here, so it's not leather here. Usually, when it's leather around these parts, it's tougher. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to make this video all about the sizing, but I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna have to do another video. But I realized something, and then what I did was I was like, man, I should have got a 14 in these. You know what I'm saying? But what I realized was you do have to break them in because it's a big bubble. But not only that, but this right here. So it says in Indonesia right there. So it says in Indonesia. And then what I did was I looked at the tag again and I was like, okay, this one from Indonesia and it has the soft, has a suede front or whatnot. So what I did was I looked at another shoe. I'm like, okay, well, where's this from? Because it has the suede toe box, and it fits very well. It's not as pronounced as that Dracula is. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, watch this. It's not as pronounced as that Dracula is. You can see the eye that this is right here on the Draculas, and then look at that one. It's different. Put them together. See how different they are. Now, I looked at the tag on the mink brown, and this is what I seen. Vietnam. So in Vietnam, the sizing is gonna be a little bit different. So the sizing, most of the time when it comes from Vietnam, you're gonna have a better fit. That's just my opinion. And then looking at the toe box, and then the paneling on the side is gonna tell you if you're gonna have a great fit or not. So just some things I'm gonna share that in another video. But back to these ones right here. It was a must cop, even for Airmax 95 collector, which I am, and I just started. What was it this year? I think it was this year, early this year or last year. Yeah, I think it was late last year I started, and all I did was I went to eBay, and I went to JD Sports, and I just started, looking at the Air Max 95 that I like, watching some videos from the UK, watching people overseas because they're really big on the Air Max 95 scene. So, oh, another thing that I realized too, if you're if the stitching is all stitch, you're gonna have a great fit. So that means that the shoe has a different quality level. So see how this one is? This one's stitched, right? And it seems like that one's a smaller check, and then that was a more fuller check. See that? See how smaller that one is, and then that one's fuller. See if we can put them together. Boom, there we go. So now we see that this is a bigger check. So the big check makes a difference, and I think the big check is a little bit more special. And then let's look at the mink. So there we go. So you look at the mink, look at the check. So the check is like, it's almost like that one. Yep. And I think when you got something like this, a little bit special, it's gonna be a bigger, bigger, fuller check, and that's a big bubble. So with this right here, you see, excuse me, these paneling are, dang, boy, throat, man. Pause. What the heck going on? Anyways, but this right here, this paneling part right here is thicker than this portion. It feel, I guess, because it's against the leather, but I mean suede, but it's against this one too. But it seemed a little bit loose, so it seems a little bit tougher here, more ballistic there, and then when you come up, it's kind of starts to soften up just a little bit until it gets to the eyelets, and all the eyelets are tough. Because they have to be, because they have to hold the laces in case somebody running in them or they jumping or whatever they doing in them. You still have the 3M down the middle. You don't have the PSI. That's one thing I noticed on different ones. You have the PSI. Doesn't have it on the Draculas. Let me see if it have it on. Nope. But it's another one that I have that it has it on. On this side right here, it has the bubble purple. You could probably barely pick it up, but it's purple The air bubble is purple all around. So, and on each shoe it's the same. So, and then you got the 3M hitting on the back. You feel me? Like super dope, man. Super dope shoe. And Airmax right here. You know, you got that branding, almost like that old school branding. It's almost like they kind of flipped it a little bit, and you know, it seems like old school, like an Andre Agassi, but they kind of use different colors. I'm not sure if this came out before. Honestly, I'm not sure, but the white lining in the inside has the pink Nike Air Max there. So this shoe is, I like it, man. I really do like it. I could have did gray on the lining. They could have even did like a different color on the lining. They could have did lime. I would have been fine with that. They could have did the orange on the lining. The white on the lining is, you know, sometimes an issue because you got to have that. You got to have that different type of sock. If you want to go black, you got to have the black that doesn't peel off and roll up. You got to have a different type of black. Other than that, I would just recommend all white socks. Black, if it's going to be polyester, you could probably do it like that. Like if it's some sort of, you know, sock that's, like I said, that's not like leaving balls behind and all that. You feel me? Like leaving black pieces of cotton behind and all that. Other than that, you want to stick with the white when it comes to this because it's just gonna look better. It's gonna pop better too. You know what I'm saying? I think the white socks pop better with this color too as well. But you could do anything you like. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to slow down for anybody when it comes to whatever sock you want. So Air Max 95, it says woven here, woven BB. I'm not sure what that means. Woven basketball. I don't know. Woven ballistic. You know what I'm saying? But it does say it's woven on there, and I think earlier I said it didn't have a name and they had it as something else, but on the box it says woven. My first time actually looking at the box here, but online it doesn't say woven. It says something else. So it says white, purple Dynasty, Blanc Dynasty Violet. So yeah, man. You feel me? How they got it on the lateral side is just fire, bro. Like it's just fire, man. And then how they got it on the medial side, if it just looks like Sonic, like, you know what I'm saying, like one of them worlds or whatever. You know, you trying to get through and you trying to get the emerald at the end. It kind of reminds me of stuff like that. So let me know what y'all think about it. I think it's a good good pickup for the Air Max 95 collection. I really do. I have no regrets on, you know, getting the shoe full price and not waiting for a sale. So I really do. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it, man. Air Max 95 woven purple Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it like that because it kind of looked like a shield too. So purple Dynasty, man, woven. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Also about the mink browns, let me know what you guys think. Super dope shoe. Definitely needs its own little video. Definitely needs its own video as well to be compared to the SBs. Yeah, man. Other than that, I'm out. I got more videos coming. I'm gonna turn this into a short too. I'm actually just doing the long videos for the people who really like the long videos and the individuals who like sitting through watching the long videos when it comes to Air Max 95. You know what I'm saying? So we already know. I said it last year. I said it's Air Max 95 season, and they don't plan on stopping. They're coming out with a whole new line with like similar colors, and hopefully it'll deter resellers. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I can get certain ones that fit well, I'm good with it, man. I'm good with stop buying Air Jordan 1s and then just getting my Air Max 95, man. Other than that, man, you guys got to stay up, stay prayed up, and I'm out.